Testing. I'm gonna turn myself up a little bit more. Turn that down. Why am I so quiet? Oh, that's too loud. Now I'm too loud. There we go. Hi, everyone. Happy Final Fantasy XIV Sunday. I wish I said it's been a week. Duh. But it's been a week. I've done a bunch of stuff since we last played. I am level 59 now. I did all of the summoner quests. I haven't touched the scholar quests because honestly I'm not good at scholar, so I'll do those eventually. And I have played a bunch of the main story of Heavensward, so we have, like, I've done a couple of duties and dungeons. I have, like, met up with the dragons and started talking to them. I'm now working with, like, we're working with Iceheart. Admittedly, it's been a few days since I picked it up, so I don't remember exactly what I'm doing right now. Oh, there's Moogles in the sky. We talked to them and did a bunch of stuff with them, which was really exciting. I am on, so it looks like the road to Zenith, so I am, I don't know, I'm a decent ways in. I just, like, couldn't stop. I was really enjoying it. I fixed the issue I was having with people in, like, voiced cutscenes not showing up for some reason, which was really exciting. Now you can hear them, which is great. Yeah, a lot of stuff. I'm, like, working on my rotation to make sure I get that right. I died a lot. Shocking, I know, because I'm so good at this game, but I died a bunch. Yeah, very cool. A lot of cool shit happened. I got a new fit. Got a new outfit. Check this shit out. Look, I look fresh to fucking death, considering I was wearing that, like, ugly robe earlier. Now I look cool as hell. Hell yeah. Changed my title around. Yeah, I've done a lot of just kind of, like, nudging stuff around, while I was, like, getting through the main, like, plot stuff. Oh, we rescued Ruban. That was an important thing. I got him, like, out of where he had been held by the Crystal Braves. We've taken him back. The Sultana is alive, I guess. We haven't seen her yet, but they're like, yeah, we think the Sultana's alive. And I'm like, cool. What the fuck? So, yeah, made a decent amount of progress. Let's get going. Let's see. I started getting some of the Aether winds so I can, like, start flying around places, but I haven't done a bunch of that yet. We're just kind of, you know, we're just kind of kicking it. Let's see. I need to go up here. Yeah. Why am I doing that? Let's, you know, let's, real quick, let's refresh my memory. Yeah. So I'm going to go talk to one of the, like, big dragons. Oh, I remember. The dragons are trying to invade Ishgard again, and I'm trying to get... I had to do, like, a badillion quests to even talk to, like, one of the dragons to be like, hey, can we talk to the boss, please? Hey! And then we got up here, and they were like, okay, do a billion more quests. And I'm like, can we talk to the guy, please? So we're gonna go talk to... we're, like, making our way up to talk to one of the big boy dragons. Very exciting. We're, you know, we're slowly getting there, which is cool. I think that there's, oh, hello. I am gonna, no, I can't do that yet. I'm just gonna, real quick. Not do that! That's not what I was trying to do. Swap to that. And let's rock and roll. I think there might be some, like, multiplayer stuff on the docket for today. So, you know, we'll do our best here. Ooh, thank you. Nailed it. Got it in one. There's been, like, a spike in difficulty where now, like, I'm just running around and just, like, random shit is killing me. I got so used to being in Realm Reborn and, like, being the fucking shit, and now I'm not anymore, which has been kind of a hard adjustment for me. I've been using, that's not what I want to do. I've been using the Titan, to give myself that shield boost, but the issue is Garuda has more, like, AoE stuff, so for those 2 dragons, I wanted to use Garuda to kind of, like, but then I died because I don't have a shield, and, like, yeah, so I'm trying to find the balance here, which has been, you know, been a bit of a struggle, but we're making it happen, somewhat. A little bit. I'm making it happen. Especially because I'm going to use to a new rotation, too. You'll see, on 9 here, I've got the Dreadworm Trance, which I know as I, like, do more of the, where am I heading? This way. As I do more of the Summoner quests, that will eventually become, like, a pretty important part of my rotation. But I don't have that yet, so I haven't really needed to use it. All it really does, as far as I understand now, is it gives me, it, like, refreshes my Tri-Disaster right away, which is nice, because that has my Bio 2 and, what is it, Miasma? Yeah, you can tell I don't use that a whole fucking lot. But, so, I don't know. It's been an interesting process as I get used to, like, oh, not what I was trying to use. Also, my new ruin now takes, like, additional time, which I looked it up, and it's, like, it's actually the same amount of time. It's just you're now, you can't move during that. I've gotten so used to, like, being able to move during this shit, that not being able to move has been a really interesting adjustment. I know eventually I'll be able to stack stuff so I can get Ruin 4. That went so much better. Eventually I'll be able to stack stuff so I can get Ruin 4, and I'll be able to move during that, which will be nice. But that, I think, is a little further out. We're not quite there yet. What's the level cap for him this sword? Is it 60? Cool, I might hit that this stream, so that's nice. What else? Yeah, I'm almost level 60, and I know that, like, by this point I probably should have been taking the game seriously. But, you know, I've just been kind of coasting on, like, yeah, whatever, man, I'll just do whatever the fuck. And that just hasn't been working. I got to Heavensward, and the game was like, no, man, you really gotta figure it out. You gotta, like, actually know how to play your class, instead of just kind of, like, hoping for the best. So I've been, like, looking up, like, okay, here's what your rotation should look like, and, you know, blah, blah, blah. Which has been, like, kind of cool. Like, it's been kind of fun to be like, okay, well, so here's what I need to be paying attention to. Here's how I should, like, be using my different summons and stuff. It's been kind of fun. And yes, I know I'm a fucking dork for not, like, doing that earlier and just kind of being like, yeah, whatever, I'll just do what, it doesn't matter, I'll just kind of, like, and if it helps, got my ass handed to me for it, like a bunch. Really got my ass kicked for thinking that I could just stick around and do whatever I wanted. So, you know, I have paid the price for that behavior. In my defense, it hasn't really super mattered before. Like, I have been pretty good at, like, keeping my head together in dungeons and stuff. One of the dungeons I was running, I, like, looked it up beforehand, but I still ended up dying, like, 3 times. I felt so bad it was a 4-person, obviously, so I felt so bad for our healer. I was like, hey, sorry. I think they and, like, the person they were running with kind of felt bad for me. They both gave me combinations, which was super sweet, but I'm like, yeah, I know, like, that, whoa, hello. Not my best work, I won't lie. But, no. I'm figuring it out. Obviously, you know, I'm getting there. Boy. Boy howdy. I, like, had to take a break for a few days. One, because I was like, I need to not play so much of this game before the stream, because I want to, like, actually stream some of it. But also I was like, I have to pay attention to, like, so it requires, like, actual brain power, and it's really fun, and I'm really digging it, but, like, I was like, I'm just gonna... I got P5 Strikers, and I was like, I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna hit button. Which has also been fun, but it's a little, like, there's a lot of backtracking, it feels like, which has been kind of frustrating. So... just kind of going between those two things. What else have I been playing? I'm trying to think. Played some Mass Effect on stream, obviously, the other day. God, love Mass Effect. Excited for... Come on. Excited for the remaster to come out, so I've been playing in, like, preparation for the remaster. Gimme. Let me get it. Let me get it. Trying to think. I've had a very busy week. I had a lot of tabletop this week, so didn't have as much time for gaming. And also, like, I don't know. Sometimes I just get burnt out. Sometimes it's like sacrilege, I guess, but sometimes too much gaming. Sometimes I just want to fucking chill. Oh, I'm voicing this. Fuck. Things were a bit bitey for a while there, but I think we've arrived in one piece, Kupo. I wonder what has the dragon so awfully snappy. I mean, the bad ones are always bad, but they seem worse than usual. What do we got? What do we got? Let's take that. What is this gonna get me? New robe. Okay, cool. We may have a small problem, Kupo. When the winds are high like this, that dragon name, Hrosvengr, invariably abandons his lofty perch and heads to the lands below to hunt. If you tried blowing the horn now, I doubt he'd hear it. I suggest we stop at the clearing up ahead and rest until the wind dies down. Okay, toodles. Bye. Oh, also, I want to show this off. I ordered the, like, acrylic sand from the Squeenix website of the summoner. It's really cute. It's, like, way bigger than I thought it was. I have it next on, like, my little monitor stand here, next to my Professor Layton Nendoroid, and it is, like, an additional inch taller than my Nendoroid, which I was not expecting. And thankfully, when I'm sitting like this, it doesn't cut off the monitor view, but if I was sitting back a little bit, I think it would a little bit. Not a huge issue, but worth it, because it's so dang cute. Very happy with it. I wanted to get one of the face masks, also. But they are on pre-order, and they are out of stock. So I was like, yeah, just put me on the mailing list. Like, maybe eventually I'll get one, but I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Hey, can you fuck off, please? I don't want to deal with two of you boys at once. I won't lie. I know I don't really have to worry about killing those. Like, part of me is like, oh, I should kill those so I could get, like, experience. But, I think I'm almost at the level cap, so I'm not really worried about experience. But also part of it is, like, I'm using this as, like, battle practice, just so I can get comfortable with, like, the new rotation stuff, so... Nope, I'm still not gonna do a Fate, though. I have been thinking about, like, eventually, before Ed Walker comes out, like, what am I going to do if I end up completing all the expansions? And maybe that's unreasonable, like, that's coming out in, like, the fall or something, and it's March, and I have a lot to do. But I've been thinking, like, okay, well, what am I gonna do for Sundays? And I'm like, God, I'm gonna have to start doing Fates. What I'll really start doing is doing, like, job quests and stuff, but, like, I might have to start doing Fates. This should do nicely, Koopa. The winds have likely died down by tomorrow, but until then, we might as well make ourselves comfortable. Nope, don't move that. Thanks. Thank you. If we must interrupt our journey so close to its end, I suppose this place is as good as any. Mayhap a brief respite from the hardships of the road will help to clear our minds in readiness for the coming parley. Very well then, I believe a campfire is in order. Leave the gathering of fuel to me. I acquired a keen nose for firewood during my time in the frozen wastes of Korethos. I don't think that's how you pronounce that word. I will pronounce every single name wrong, and you guys just need to accept that. Clear our minds. 'Tis Master Alphinaud whose mind needs clearing. The thought of meeting a great worm in the flesh has befuddled the boy. Did you see him stroll away as if these ruins were not crawling with deadly beasts? Follow him, Tioli, and see that the wildlife does not make a meal of our young friend. We will have camp ready by the time you return. Also, Estinine is my wife. I've decided that we're married and he's my wife, so that's exciting news. I would have invited you all to the wedding, but it turns out we've been married for 10 years. He's my wife of 10 years, so a bit late for wedding invitations. Let's see. Down. Go there. Like, duh, it says down. But I've never actually hovered over one of those, and I love that it also gives you that as well as the visual indicator. Like, that is helpful, you know, if you don't, like, understand what the fuck that's trying to tell you. I just don't know why I wasn't expecting it to be, like, down. Because I'm delighted by everything I run into. I am fairly easy to please. Hey. Oh, hi! Oh, God. I'm just gonna... No, leave me alone, I'm trying to do a quest. Please leave me alone, I'm trying to do a quest. I don't care to fight you. Also, if I wait 7 seconds, my Tri-Disaster will be ready to go. I guess, like, at this point in the leveling, the point of Dreadworm Trance, and I'm sure at some point somebody will yell at me for this take, is to, like, basically just boost your Tri-Disaster. If you're... Oh, God, let me grab it. Yeah. I know eventually it lets me, like, boost those up so I can summon, like a Demi-Bahamut or something crazy like that. But for now, I'm just gonna put it there so it's there and I can get used to it. And, oh, it also reduces my casting time, which is, like, nice, because that basically makes my Ruin an instant cast. But also, meh, you know, whatever. Like, cool, but... Come on. Cool. I'm gonna go back and Alpha gonna be like, I didn't run into anything. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I don't know why you were so worried. Nothing to see here. Everything I do for this family goes underappreciated. I will say there was an interesting amount of, like, what I'm starting to see as a trend in, like, the main quest line is people being like, the Warrior of Light doesn't think for themselves, they just kind of do what you're told, which is an interesting, like, metatextual reading of, like, the typical RPG hero who, like, people give you quests and you do them. But people are actually starting to call me out on, like, Tioli doesn't get to make choices for himself, he just kind of does whatever people tell him to do. And I'm really interested to see if they go anywhere with that. Maybe they won't, maybe it's just gonna be more subtle, but I'm like, I don't do anything for myself, I basically just go where people point me. And everyone's like, hey, go do it. And I'm like, yeah, you got it. Once Alphinaud returns with the wood, we can see about supper. The Ice Queen has filled a pot with what looks like stew ingredients ready for the fire. Oh, look at this little oh, look at this! This is cute. Hey guys! Look, I got sticks. Oh yeah, Alphinaud got a new little outfit, which I think is so cute. Look at him, he's so cute. Did you get... Okay, you can't just set those on fire, you need others. But, well, nope, never mind, we're good. We're set. Oh, look that I'm just kind of, like, crouching. Just hunkered down. Oh, just chill, just some bros chilling. Nothing to see here. Just, oh! I love him! God, I love Moogles so much. Ah. Few things compare to the simple pleasure of sitting beside a crackling campfire of one's own making. God, I want to go camping so bad. Ha! So speaks the great explorer. Until recently, you would have recognized firewood if it came with kindling and a flint. That's what I was gonna say. I was like, he didn't get any kindling, just some logs. 'Tis well you instructed me so patiently then. But yes, left to my own devices, I would have been compelled to signal Ysayle with a pile of damp leaves. I was born the pampered son of a Charlayan dignitary, and alongside my twin became the youngest student ever accepted to the studium. How proud I was to match with scholars and philosophers. How ignorant of mine own shortcomings. That hubris invited manipulation and betrayal, and led to the downfall of the Scions. I like we got a random papaya in a bowl over there, that's fun. We all of us are guilty of similar ignorance. How many men lay down their lives, never knowing what it is they fight for, never questioning that which they have been taught to believe. 'Twas only upon meeting Hraesvelgr that I learned the truth hidden within our history. Were it not for that chance encounter, I would have never vowed to tear down the Holy See and expunge the falsehoods with which it fans the flames of conflict. I would have lived and died in ignorance. That truth has driven me to do terrible things I cannot deny, but I would rather sin in the pursuit of peace than imagine myself virtuous for perpetuating a needless war. Oh man, people are about to start fucking fighting. If this journey has taught me anything, it is the importance and difficulty of holding to one's convictions in the face of failure, of striving always to replace one's ignorance with knowledge. You are well on your way, Master Alphinaud. At your age, I was but a fool swinging a spear with scarcely a thought in my head. No thoughts! Head empty, only a spear! Even now, I struggle to acknowledge the misconceptions under which I have labored. Sitting here, amongst these grand wounds, how can I deny that man and dragon once lived in peace? Oh yeah, that was a lore dump, because we found out, like, the people of Ishgard and the dragons, like, lived and worked together. But for all that such an age existed, we are now in a time of war. Nidhogg killed my family, and no quirk of history will erase that, I think is what he said. I may be ignorant of how the Dragonsong War began, but if we do not put an end to this conflict now, I can say with a certainty it will only breed more vengeful souls such as mine. That's... okay.
In my hands resides the power to vanquish a great worm. If Ishgard's survival rests on me wielding that power, I will slay Nidhogg myself. Orders or no. Estenine, you gave your word. My word is contingent upon the success of our parley. Show me the strength of your convictions, Lady Iceheart. Convince the dragon of the righteousness of your cause. Doubt not that I shall, Dragoon. Well, wind's willing, we will have our answers on the morrow. Let us sleep now, and face our fate with the rising of the sun.
I doubt this is gonna go well, but I figure it's worth a shot. We're all pretty optimistic right now. What a cool talk. I'm making goofs, but genuinely that was kind of sweet. Oh yeah, shirt time. Yeah. Upgrade my shirt. Oh, hell yeah! Oh, the fashions! I don't love this scarf. That's not fashions. Everything else, yes. Fresh to death. Yes. 2 books. What's the second book for? Doesn't matter. That's fashion. What's this? Pouches for my stuff. Hell yeah. This is so fucking sick. Ugh. What different colors can I do? What? Oh, no. None of these are as good as the one I have. Yes. 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 This is sick. Look at this outfit. I'm ready to fight a dragon and or just talk to one, I guess. About to get some new pants, which you can't see because I got thigh-high boots on, so that doesn't matter. The campfire was so cozy. I must have fallen asleep, Kupo. But do you feel how the winds have shifted? They will have borne the dragon back to the skies above Zenith. I'm sure of it. This is your chance to climb to the highest floor of the palace and summon him with a toot of that shiny horn. So, I'll be heading back now, if it's all the same to you. Good luck, Kupo. It was nice knowing you. You're fucking dead. Rest in pieces. Bye! Oh, and there go my friends. Off we wander. Cool. Where am I heading? Oh. That away. Cool. So I put these all up on YouTube, obviously. I put my VODs there just so they'll stay after the 60 days. And I got copyright claimed for a piece of Heavensward music. They were like, you can't monetize this because we got this, like, minute-long clip. So, bummer. And I was like, I can't monetize these anyway. And they were like, cool, so do you want to just erase all the audio from this video? And I'm like, no thank you, because I'm definitely talking about fashion while that audio is playing. Thanks, though. It hasn't done it for anything else. No other piece of audio, no, like, doesn't matter. Haven't had it with any other videos. It was just that particular, like, maybe minute-long clip that they were like, oh, these tunes are too loud. Gotta get rid of them. You're in trouble. I guess I could, like, I don't know. I didn't want to, and they were like, do you want to replace it with some other incredibly loud piece of music that doesn't fit the mood? I'm like, no, I don't think I want to do that either, but I appreciate you offering. That's very kind of you. And now I'm, like, nervous about basically everything, which is why the audio is just a little bit quieter, I think. I want to just not worry about that, if at all possible. Not that I'm monetizing my VODs right now, anyway, because
because I don't need to. And they won't let me anyway, so whatever. YouTube's not my primary focus. Oh man, everybody's in a situation here, huh? We all just chilling. I'm gonna grab this real quick though. Excited to join this group of people in a cutscene. Thank you. I'm gonna form a loose circle here. Please be a voiced cutscene. I don't wanna... Oh god, I don't like that scarf, but every other piece of this outfit kicks so much ass. Oh, that's not what I was expecting that horde to do. This is a cool area. Me and the gang. Cool. Oh, look at this dragon design. This is sick as hell.
Hraesvelgr.
Hraesvelgr. Okay. Oh, I should probably be reading his shit out loud. Damn it. Basically, he's being like, leave me alone.
Mine ears hear the tongue of dragons, yet the meaning rings clear within my mind. How can that be?
Hraesvelgr, do you not remember me? 'Twas I whom you found in Dravania. I who glimpsed the truth. The truth about your past. About Shiva.
Do not speak her name, mortal.
But speak it I must. I have summoned Shiva's soul from the beyond and offered myself as her vessel. She has made her heart known to me.
Foolish girl, thinkest thou my beloved spirit hath descended from the heavens? That the secrets of her heart are thine to know?
I have surrendered mine to her. Do you not see, my love? I am Shiva reborn.
Oh, damn. Gullible fool. The light but illuminated the past for thee. It did not grant thee omniscience. The spirit thou hast summoned belongeth not to Shiva. 'Tis but a shade conjured by thine own fancy. In an age long past, mine own kin were guilty of like folly. Beguiled by the Dark One's lies, they attempted to resurrect a king among worms. Yet the divinity they called forth merely borrowed the semblance of my fallen brood brother. Such gods are not summoned, but created. Phantoms spun from the threads of misplaced faith.
Then the spirit that answered me.
Was but thy dream, O Shiva. Thy soul hath been corrupted by a deity of thine own making, child. Oh, that's upsetting.
Be that as it may, Lord Hraesvelgr, Izel's desire to heal the rift between man and dragon is real, and it has borne us this far. We would spare both our kind and yours the ravages of this senseless war. Pray join your voice to ours in a call for peace and forgiveness.
The tale of thy kind is one of avarice, treachery, and death, and thou wouldst speak to me of peace? Hark thee, mortal, to the naked truth, then tell me thou deservest forgiveness.
Cutscene time. I know we were already in a cutscene.
1200 years ago, my beloved Shiva's sacrifice served to bring an end to the war twixt man and dragon, paving the way for an age of peace and cooperation. 2 centuries of harmony were to follow, during which time the Elzen learned much about us, not least that the eyes of a great worm are the wellspring of his strength. 'Twas out of the selfish desire to possess the strength of this that King Thordan then conspired to undo all that our peoples had achieved together. With the aid of his Leal Knights, that most noble of Elzen lured my brood sister, Ratoshkar, to an ambush, and took from her that which he craved. Fain would I strike the image from my mind, yet still the scene doth linger, of my brood sister's tattered corpse, defiled by her Elzen allies. They had torn out her eyes and feasted upon them in the manner of wild beasts. Yet that was not all, for from their bloody banquet the fiends had gained strength beyond that of mortal men. Even now I labor to comprehend something. That text was going too fast. Probably something bad. Nidhogg was the first to learn of the atrocity, and he took to the skies, hungry for vengeance. But though he slew Thordan and few of his knights, their fellow butchers knew only too well where to aim their spears, and with now practiced savagery they set about my brood brother, sending him flailing from the sky. Such is the truth the Holy See would keep hidden. Such was the beginning of the Dragon Song War. 'Tis a song my kind shall ne'er forget, even should 10,000 years pass and Ishgard crumble into dust.
Your tale bears scant resemblance to the one I was taught. How convenient that it should absolve
Dude,
your
come
kind
on.
of all
Be
responsibility.
chill.
But tell me, Dragon, why should I believe your version of events?
What thou choosest to believe is immaterial. The betrayal yet haunts mine every waking moment is no less than the truth to my kind. And Nidhogg meaneth for Thordan's people to suffer for this sin till the end of days. That which thou imaginest is a war of extinction is but a punishment, a siege of the spirit. Hast thou not seen those tire of torment? Those who abandon their own and sign with dragon kind?
Ishgard's so-called heretics.
Know that all the traitor's progeny bear a trace of Ratoskir's essence, but a single sip of our blood is enough to awaken it.
Then, the seed lies within us.
'Tis for this reason that those who abandon their loyalties are rewarded with a drink, and thus they are transformed to join the ranks of Nidhogg's ever-growing army as newborn dragons. One by one, through death or defecation, my brood brother shall account for all of defection. Shall account for all the betrayer's children. Nailed
Ye
it.
gods, I have borne witness to such a
Yeah,
transformation.
that shit was fucked up. We were fighting the
Looked on as a
heretics and they
heretic
just...
assumed the shape of a dragon. I imagined it some manner of Dravanian enchantment. But if any Ishgardian, regardless of allegiance, has such potential within them, 12 forgive us. To think of all the dragons we've slain.
I mean, to be fair, we have... those were just, like, living, alive beings that we killed also, which is bad, so...
There will always be some, of course, who choose to fight until the bitter end. Like thee, Dragoon. But struggle as thou might, thy youthful vigor will be spent ere thou reachest 210, and Nidhogg shall remain to torment thine offspring.
Oft have I wondered why Nidhogg did not simply raze Ishgard to the ground. Now I have my answer. He has no intention of winning the Dragonsong War, for it is no war at all, but vengeance, an eternal requiem sung for his murdered sister.
Thou hast the right of it, Dragon Slayer. Comprehendest now the futility of thy quest?
I have not come this far only to admit defeat. We can still return the eye to Nidhogg and beg forgiveness for our ancestors' crimes. Mayhap our words will sway him.
Stubborn child, thou think'st in mortal terms. Our perception of time is too broad for thee to grasp. 'Tis a simple matter for thee to offer thine apologies. Thou didst not perpetrate the crime. Despite thy visions, the deeds of history seem distant to thee. For a worm such as Nidhogg, however, that history is yet part of his present, as fresh as the blood that did gush from Ratushkir's wounds. How could he not be driven mad? 'Tis only by the calming embrace of Shiva's soul that mine own fury hath not consumed me. But let us speak no more of what is done. My faith in your kind is spent, and I would be alone.
I didn't know it was an actual thought-out language. That's so cool. Also, hi! Good to see you. I hope you had a good trip. God, that was hard to do for a long period. Do a deeper register like that. Even when I do Petros for Legends of Leia, I don't normally talk that much in one go. Hrasfilgur was every bit as awe-inspiring as I imagined. His voice fairly dripped with power. The will behind his words is so undeniable that it transcended my ignorance of the dragon's tongue. 'Tis but a pity that I misliked what he said. So far did we travel, even unto the very heavens themselves, only to be dismissed like unruly children. And far from mitigating this humiliation, the hidden truths of what we learned serve only to prove that our grand mission of peace was destined to fail from the first. Nothing will deter Nidhogg from his course. Cool! Here's some pants! Oh, those look kind of ugly. That's alright.
Well, what do you propose we do now? I, for one, am intent on continuing to the east.
What is there to be found in the east?
Nidhogg's lair, the Eyrie, is said to lie in that direction. And the eye tells me he is near.
You cannot still mean to slay him.
You cannot still mean to stop me. I have been true to my word and aided you in this fool's errand with Hraesvelgr. But your efforts at parley have come to naught, Lady Iceheart. I would see Ishgard saved, and for that, Nidhogg must die.
Maybe Ishgard
With the
sucks,
tale of
though.
our ancestors' vile betrayal yet ringing in your ears, you speak of continuing this war?
Nay, lady. I would but pierce its vengeful heart. When Nidhogg dies, this war shall die with him.
I don't know about that, my man.
A moment, Estinian.
Estinian.
You yourself spoke of the Great Worm's strength, that you believed him powerful enough to raise your city to the ground. How then are we few to challenge him? Even behind the stout walls of Ishgard, with an army of knights manning the defenses, our victory would be hard won. Yet you propose to contend with the beast in his own lair.
In close combat, this will afford us an advantage. And if the tales are true, the Warrior of Light has bested many an invincible foe.
That's true, but like, how many can I
Such
feasibly
speculation
do?
is meaningless if we cannot even find the worm. Our first task must be to seek out Nidhogg's lair.
The story of this nation grows bloodier by the moment. Must death always be answered with more of the same?
I don't know what else to, what else we
Such is
could
the
do.
way of things, I fear. I shall consider it a miracle if mine armor is not stained crimson ere this conflict is ended.
Okay, bye.
That I should be blinded by my own lies. Everything I believed, everything I thought I was, gone.
Oh,
All gone.
I really like her. I'm really sad.
Leave her. Your words will not reach her now. And we have not the time to wait for her to gather up the pieces of her shattered faith.
I mean, that sucks. I don't want to leave her here. But the game must continue, I guess. God, that blows. Quest accepted! Jesus Christ. Oh my god. I have no clue how this is gonna shake out. Boy, this is rough, huh? Oh, it seems my mount speed is up. Maybe that's... it just feels like it is. Okay, so... fuck the Ishgard ruling class, is what we've learned. Those guys fucking suck. The dragons were right all along. I cannot imagine any way of us getting out of this without murdering a bunch of people who I don't think are wrong. And, everything's bad, actually. And if I'm not careful, I'm gonna fall off this cliff and- oh, it literally won't let me. It's like, no, please use the bridge. Boy. Phew. Oh my god, you won't let me jump off that? Okay. Okay, we're on the worms. I'm gonna check really quick and see how far through Heavensward we are, because I'm like, where are we? So we are here. Okay. We're approaching, it looks like, the halfway point, if I'm just doing a really rough glance. Which, like... how the fuck? What's gonna happen? I'm terrified. I'm terrified of what's gonna happen to me. Hi. Yeah, sorry. I feel so bad
for, like, I don't want to kill these guys. I don't think you guys did anything wrong. I think maybe we're the baddies. I don't like this. Ugh. Boy. I can see where everyone likes this expansion so much. This is really fucking good. Even if I'm miserable right now. Okay, so I have to, like, go through... Like... No, I don't want to fight you. Nope. Wrong way. Yeah, it just feels so bad. Like, the end of, like, 2.55 leaves you being, like, the wounded party in, like, every conceptual way. And then you start to go through this expansion, and it's like, okay, yeah, but now you've kind of aligned your, like, the people who are giving you protection, who, like, a bunch of them aren't, like, necessarily bad people, but, like, the history that they've been told does not align with what actually happened, and now, like, now you're doing all this shit that you don't necessarily want to do. Really interesting. And there's still all the stuff with, like, back in the main part of Eorzea that, like, eventually we're gonna have to deal with. Like, we can... Yeah, we can go places in, like, the main 3 cities. Like, the people there are kind of looking out for us and are gonna make sure that, like, we don't get arrested and, like, no one's actively looking for us, but that's a subplot we haven't talked about in a minute, and I'm sure that's gonna come back to bite us in the ass sooner or later. Especially because the Sultana's, like, fucking alive or whatever. Like, NBD. I'm just thinking so many thoughts right now. I was out of that AoE. Fuck you. Yeah, I forgot to message you back. So stressful. So much, I was watching the cutscene while I was, like, trying to do my regular-ass, real-person job. There was so much yelling, I was like, what the fuck is going on? I'm so fucking stressed out. I, like, had half an hour of my lunch break, and I was like, I could get through all these cutscenes in half an hour, right? No, I couldn't. I had to do my regular human job while so many things were happening to me. It was a mistake, and I didn't know, and I was so stressed. So much was happening to me. It was so good. I was like watching people split off to, like, get us out. I was like, no, I don't want you guys to go. I don't want you guys to get hurt. You're my friends. It was really, I was like, oh, this is really well done, but also I'm so freaked out right now. Hey! Oh god. It's not, like, actually scary, it's just, like, I mean, scary the fact that I have, like, literally a million buttons I'm hitting. Which is scary to me that I have to keep track of all those things. But, I don't know, mostly it's just fantasy stuff. There we go. I'm fighting a lot of dragons right now, which is cool. But also, like, I feel bad about fighting the dragons. Like, maybe I shouldn't be fighting the dragons. Because maybe the dragons were right, and we're the baddies. So that's stressful. Yeah, this is... Don't you love an MMO where there's like a badillion things on the screen and I have to keep track of all of them? I'm at level 59 and I spent levels like 1 through 50, like 7, just kind of like coasting. And now I have to actually pay attention to what I do. It takes a lot of practice, is the short part. I know eventually I'll get to the point where I can just do some of this stuff without looking at my keyboard. But sometimes I still look at my keyboard and also the buttons down here to keep track of what I'm doing. Short answer, I know what to look at because I've spent so many hours just doing this. I like can't, I don't even, I like kind of wish that there was a way to count like how many hours you spent playing this game, but also I don't want to know. I'm riding a chocobo. I'm riding a let me look at my chocobo. It won't let me look at my chocobo. I'm riding a cool bird. So like, yeah, I'm kind of riding an ostrich. Yeah, I figure like once I get past all the expansions and I like am all caught up, it will just be like muscle memory. Like I think what I'm like roughly 20 levels from the level cap right now, and like there's so much more story for me to do. Yeah, it is really nice that like I got like the handle of like bio, energy, use your whatever this is called. I can never remember what this stuff's called. And then it will be like, okay, now here's a new thing to throw into your rotation. And it's like, okay, now I have to hit this. Like, it kind of introduces it little by little, which is super nice. And then eventually I'll finish this class and start a new class and have to learn an entirely new rotation. The people who have, like, mastered a bunch of classes, I'm like, that will not be me. I will have, like, 3 or 4 that I will know how to do tops. I can't imagine, like, knowing all of the classes. Those people are so much stronger than I am, and stronger than I will ever be. Excuse me. I'm busy right now. Please stop trying to kill me. I'm trying to get this Aether Current. I'm being attacked by a very small little dragon, and I don't like that. Touch this. I wish there was a thing that said, like, here's how many more of the Aether Currents you need to find in this area. Because right now I have no clue. I know some of them you get from, like, leveling up. Or by completing quests, so that doesn't matter yet, but... Oh, there is? Oh, I'll have to look that up. I haven't actually eaten dinner yet.
Is that it?
I don't know what I'm going to eat for dinner. I'll figure that out later. I have some, like, leftover Chinese in the fridge that I might eat.
Aye, that would be the Airy. I feel Nidhogg's presence through the eye.
I know, I'm starting to get
His
hungry.
caustic hatred gnawing at my soul. 'Twould seem the death of his consort has put him on guard.
I'm sorry for not
Mark
eating dinner.
how he wards his lair with tempestuous winds.
Oh, that is so good to know.
A similar barrier once
I can
barred
just
our
look
entrance
those
to the
up.
Primal Garuda's domain, until we discovered the means by which it could be penetrated.
Oh, so that sounds so good, honestly. I would kill for some dumplings right now. I have, like, mapo tofu and fried rice in the fridge,
it is time we called upon
which I'll be
Master
amped about.
Garland. It will be just like the good old days, no?
Talking about dinners, maybe I'll go heat up some dinner really fast in a second and eat that while I play. Yes! I love the Trader Joe's frozen soup dumplings. I have not been to Trader Joe's in a hot sec. I need to go. And, like, stock up on some frozen foods. Especially because they're starting to get, like... Oh, hold on. I'm going to change around my character stuff. I was thinking about... Honestly, thinking about dinner. Yeah, you can't even see these pants. Don't know what I'm wearing. Doesn't matter. Oh, these are kind of ugly, but doesn't matter. I got boots on over them. Wait, did that properly? Yeah, okay. Yeah, there's a lot going on. I like don't normally play MMOs, which are notable games that have a million things you have to keep track of, but like the story in this game is so good. To be fair, you play Fortnite, and I have like run 2 matches of Fortnite ever, and I'm bad at it. So I have a lot of respect for what you stream, because that could be me. I don't understand how that game works. Okay, but like I literally don't understand how the game works. I feel so old every time I look at Fortnite.
A force of sufficient power to break through a primal's defenses might conceivably grant us access to the Eyrie. And I could offer no better solution. Pray consult this engineer friend of yours.
I don't know how to build a fort, though.
Very well. On the condition you swore not to lure Nidhogg from his lair in our absence. And steal all the glory for myself, you mean? Nay, I'm not so selfish as that. Contact me with my link pearl when your preparations are complete, and we shall set forth from Ishgard together. I suggest we rendezvous back at St. Renette's Forum, Tioli. For what I have gleaned of the Holy Sea's decidedly ambitious airship project, Sid will likely still be in Ishgard. I read that line wrong. That's fine, we'll just accept it.
Oh, I like that he's just like, I'm just gonna chill here. You guys just text me when you're here, and I'll come over. Just text me when you show up, and I'll come out. Okay, so Fortnite story really quick. I've played 2 rounds, and it was within the same like half hour. I played it on my Switch. No, I think I've only played 1 round actually. Did not build a fort. Didn't understand how that worked. Made it to like the top 5 only because I hid from people the entire time. Nobody saw me. The second somebody saw me, I got shot, and I was like, well, enough of this. I've tried it, and I'm not good at it. My cousin's kids like to tell me about Fortnite. It's like, I like ask them about Fortnite and how to play Fortnite. Because they get really excited about it. It's really cute. They explain to me like all the best guns and stuff. Because nobody else asks them about Fortnite. They're like, oh, I don't care. I think my cousin does. Like, my cousin will, because she's a good mom. She'll talk to them about Fortnite, but she's like, Matty, I get so sick of talking about Fortnite. That's all they want to. She has 2 sons who are approaching like middle school age, so that's all they want to talk about. And I'm like, I will talk to your kids about Fortnite forever. I don't know what the fuck they're saying, but they're really, really excited about it, so I love it. I have watched a lot of PUBG, and I was like, I think I can apply these tactics to Fortnite. You can't. You cannot apply those tactics to Fortnite.
When you last saw Master Garland, he was advising the Ishgardians on their ailing airship, correct? In that case, he might still be at Camp Cloudtop. Failing that, we could try the airship landing, or mayhap the Skysteel Manufactory. But let us not waste time searching aimlessly. Someone in the city is sure to know where to find him. The question is, who? Sir Emmerich would seem the obvious choice, but there's no guaranteeing he'll be able... This is my first language. But there's no guaranteeing he will be able to grant us an audience at short notice. Ah, I have it! Count Edmund's youngest son prides himself on knowing all of the Holy Sea's juiciest rumors. Let us return to the matter and see if Lord Emimilian is about.
Yeah, I don't mind Fortnite I don't have diagnosed ADHD. So I don't mind the fact that it's fast-paced, because I can, that's why, sometimes doing the rating stuff in this game is, totally fine, because I can keep track of all the little pieces. The issue is, if I don't know what's going to happen, I can't keep track of all the little pieces, and I get kind of overwhelmed. But I think, once I figure out what's going on, I'm it's fine. It's just the fact that there's no place for me to, practice the stuff, which is also my beef sometimes with Final Fantasy XIV, is I can't my anxiety combats everything else, so I can't practice the thing, because I'm oh, I can keep track of these things, but what if I do it bad, and then I fuck up. So I'm, my own worst enemy starts playing. Don't you love how brain stuff makes you makes it gaming good. That was an excellent sentence, and I nailed it on the first try. Hey, dork. Ah, the hero returns! How goes the fight, old boy? Well, I trust. In search of a Cid Garland, you say? Then say no more. The taverns are full of talk, and the name of said silver-haired genius has cropped up more often than most. I hear he's been tasked with getting that monstrous airship the Holy See commissioned to actually fly. 'Twould seem the project has been plagued by mishaps from the first. In any case, Garland Ironworks employees are known to frequent the airship landing, and I'll wager their master does too. The airship landing? Yes, I thought as much. Come, Tioli. We must find Cid and trouble him for his expert opinion. Why the fuck don't we just text him? Hey, Cid, where are you? Need your help. LOL. I don't mind him. At first I was like, oh, we love a troublesome second son. And then I was like, oh, you're very troublesome. And now I'm like, he's fine. He's a dork. But like, you know, I'll accept it. What is the closest area to the airship landing? That would be, okay. Oh, this has a hole in it. I need to repair. Oops. Fashion. No, down here. I love getting lost on every single map that I run into, because I don't know what I'm doing. Hey! I love Harushafont so much. He is my wife. One of my many wives. Tioli, Alphanod, how fare you both? Not terribly well, judging by your faces. Greetings, Master Garland. I'm sure it will come as little surprise when I tell you we have need of a favor. And this is us explaining our favor. Another wind barrier? And you say it was conjured by Nidhogg? I love Cid's outfit. The Enterprise could certainly take you where you need to go, but she would not fare well against dragons. She's agile for a ship her size, but not that agile. The Dravanians would fly rings around her. And if they took it into their heads to incinerate the rigging, there would be precious little we could do to avoid them. But there must be something we can do. Some manner of weapon we could employ. Estadine stands vigil at the edge of the churning mists. We do not know how much longer... Estinian, that's what it is. Alright. I didn't say it was impossible. I said it was impossible for the Enterprise. We need a smaller boat. You know, like Jaws, but backwards? Biggs, Wedge, it's time we gave that new toy of yours a proper field test. Oh, they're so amped! Yeah, boys! Boat time! It's probably the best if I let the lad show you. Come on, the manufactory is not far. Thank you! You know, we're just fucking jokes are us over here. Is this bitch wearing a little suit? Oh, he looks like fucking Light Yagami. Oh no, you're clearly trying to do a Persona 5 thing. That's what it is. That's very funny. Oh, shout outs to you, my man. You nailed it. Oh, okay. That was a good stretch. Down? Down? No. Here. The trouble with this city is that it is multiple layers, and sometimes I get confused about, like, what level I'm supposed to be walking on. The answer is this one. Our little project's just inside. Oh, you're gonna like this one. I would love to see it. Hi, baby. Are you inside your cube? Oh, baby girl inside her cube. I'm an adult.
Feast your eyes upon our latest and greatest feat of engineering. We call it a mana cutter.
Oh, this is sick. Look at this sweet
After
ride.
you put down Gaius, Wedge and me struck out on our own for a bit, and started work on the successor to the tiny Bronco.
I love Biggs and Wedge.
Impressive little thing, isn't she? My talent for ship design has plainly rubbed off on them.
Oh, they're so excited. Boys.
They've adapted the principles of corrupted crystal technology and constructed a mechanism which converts ether from its surroundings into elemental wind.
Yeah.
Said wind
yes.
is then harnessed by
Wedge
the
is one of my
specially
favorite Star Wars
engineered
characters,
sails, providing
but
the
separate
craft
from
with
that.
propulsion and lift. All in all, a most elegant solution.
Also, it looks dope as hell.
I'm actually a little upset that I didn't think of it myself.
Aw.
The design does, however, come with one small flaw.
What is it?
The energy conversion ratio's bloody awful.
Oh.
To generate enough power to get you off the ground, you need to be in an area awash with predominantly wind-aspected ether.
Yeah, there's a Biggs and Wedge in Final Fantasy VII, too,
In other
isn't
words,
there?
there are a few places you can fly, lots of places you can't.
Yeah, yeah. I've played me a few Final
The new
Fantasies.
Guardian airship hasn't left the boys much
And
time
I
to
love
think,
literally every
meaning it
iteration of
may be
Sid
a while
ever.
before this particular project
They're all
takes
my
off,
fave.
if you'll forgive the pun.
Oh, who's entering this scene? Hi! Oh, she's wearing a little egg apron.
Tataru, what's happened?
I've been looking all over for you. There's been word from Aldar. It's about Her Grace the Sultana.
Plot?
It seems you're required elsewhere. Leave the mana cutter with
okay.
us. We'll see that she's airworthy
I love
and
Tataru
suitably
so
equipped to
much.
slice
That,
through
like,
those winds.
that plot where she, like, goes and, like, tries to do your class so she can, like, be a bodyguard was so
You,
cute.
meanwhile, should concentrate on providing Raoban and the Sultana whatever help they need.
You got it. I love her little apron. She's so cute. I think I might hit level 60 tonight. We'll see. Oh, new belt time. Oh no, bad timing. General Ruban says they may have uncovered the Sultana's whereabouts. And he wants you, by which I mean both of you, to go to the Waking Sands right away and help with the investigation. Come. Oh, this is Alphanod. Come, Tioli. Pressing through Ishgard's plight may be, our presence here will not serve to hasten the Mana Cutter's completion. Let us return to the troubled lands of Thanalan and lend what aid we may. Tataru, have our friends of the congregation send a message to Estinian. Tell him we have identified a solution to our problem, but it will take some time to prepare. As you wish, Mr. Alphanod. To the Waking Sands, Warrior of Light. 'Tis past time Ul'dah was delivered from this darkness. That's so. I'm so excited for her, like, to get. I'm excited for the Tataru lore. I think I still have. Yeah. Have some of these tickets left. I accidentally stepped on Raleigh earlier. Like, not even, like a little step, like a big step. He went right under my feet. And he's been avoiding me ever since. And I can see him on the couch right now. He's just, like, cleaning himself. And I just am like, I'm so sorry I stepped on you, like, 2 hours ago. I feel so bad about it. He like, ran and hid in my room where I couldn't find him because he, like, didn't want to see me. And I was like,
Baby, I'm so sorry. I'm a terrible parent. Oh, I just noticed I got this cute little thing on the back of my clothes. This robe is so cute. There are some ugly summoner robes, but this ain't one of them. I know I cannot earn any more gil. I am aware. I have probably discarded like another 300,000k. Oh, squad.
Thank you for coming.
No thanks are necessary, General. I trust your recuperation continues apace.
I cannot complain. Thanks to Higirian administrations, I've regained much of the strength I lost during my imprisonment.
I gather you have made progress in the search for Her Grace.
Aye, some good fortune at last. A few days past, Dulala informed us that a sizable shipment of alchemical supplies had been delivered to the palace.
I don't know what that means. I love that that's his adopted
With Papa
son.
Shan's assistance,
It's so cute.
I set out to ascertain the source and nature of the shipment. My inquiries led me to Frondale's frontistery. There, I learned that an order had been placed for a curious substance designed to sustain patients trapped in death-like slumber. An invention of the former head alchemist, apparently.
What a sketchy thing to buy.
A death-like slumber? This cannot be a coincidence.
It lends some weight to Dulala's claims, aye. Her Grace is likely somewhere within the palace, abed but alive.
Time to
Before making
break
any
in.
attempt to extricate the Sultana, however, it seemed prudent to learn what manner of substance was used to induce her torpor. To that end, I made inquiries as to
I
the
love
whereabouts
Yugiri.
of the one
She's so
most
pretty.
like to have administered it. The lady in waiting, Mariel. We sent for you as soon as we learned of her location. All that remains is to apprehend the woman.
Cool, just a casual kidnapping. I like
We
that I'm
shall
like,
find our
what?
cat's paw in the Silver Bazaar. But we must tread carefully. The market is not the bustling place it once was, and someone is sure to mark our coming. Should they inform the monetarists, we'll have a fight on our hands.
All right, well I'll kick
We
their
must be
their
prepared
asses.
for the worst, and being short an arm, I thought it wise to take another in its stead. What say you, Warrior of Light? Will you lend me yours?
Okay, I do mostly magic, but I don't know if I can lift your sword, my man,
Then
but
I
I'll try.
pity the bastard that stands in our way. Come, my friends, for Nanamo and for Uldar!
Yeah, I know. It's fun. I like especially that like your reactions as the character are always just like it's really impressive what like the shit that they've pulled off considering how big this game is and like how many of those cutscenes they've had to animate. But sometimes it is funny the way people react to things. Our target is Mariel, the Sultana's former lady-in-waiting, a woman of Midlander heritage. I am told the two of you have met. Our sources indicate that she left the palace shortly after the incident and quietly rejoined the dwindling population of the Silver Bazaar. That's not how you say that word. I suggest we begin by questioning the market's residents and confirm that Mariel is still hiding in there. Yeah, part of it is I'm doing the, like, main quest line, so, like, a lot of story plot. There are, like, points in between where I'll do a lot of just, like, fighting, or, like, I'll do, like, a dungeon or something, but we're in kind of the, like, a lot of big plot happening right now. Eventually, once I get through all the expansions, I won't be seeing any cutscenes, and it'll just be... Oh god, I gotta go all the way there, huh? Alright. I mean, I'm gonna... Honestly, I'll spend the 100 gil to take a shortcut. I feel like it comes in waves where you'll get, like, a lot of cutscene stuff, and then, like, no cutscene stuff, and then a lot of cutscene stuff, and, like, no cutscene stuff. Do I have a dungeon coming up? No cutscenes, just boys' night. Just a couple of guys being dudes. A couple of dudes being gay. That's it. That's all that'll happen. Everyone is in love with your character, so that's not, like, unreasonable. Every person I wander within 10 feet of is like, I'm in love with you, and I would marry you right now if given the opportunity. Which I love. I think that's very fun and flirty of them to allow me to marry so many people. Do I know of any returning residents? Gods, don't tell me they're starting to come back. My masters will not be pleased to hear of this. What does that mean, my man? I'm gonna talk to the Chocobo Keep real quick. Look at that bird. Hi. Nope. Just wanted to make sure I could go between places real quick if I needed to. And what brings you to our lonely little hamlet? I believe the arrival of your entourage just about doubled our population. Okay, you can get married in this game, but you can marry, like, other players. They have, like, a full ceremony that you can do. So there's people who are, like, dating, like, people who, like, are married in real life who will, like, marry their Final Fantasy characters. It's really cute. I don't really know how it works, obviously, because I'm not in a relationship, and therefore I haven't needed to look up something like that. I guess people who, like, maybe, like, because I know there's, like, role-playing in this, so, like, maybe they are, like, they're role-playing and their characters get married. It's really cute. You know what? I'll find somebody to marry at some point. Oh, that's really cute. I didn't know that. I always get notifications. They're like, hey, by the way, the ceremony of binding is, like, be sure to schedule it differently right now or something. But I don't actually know how it works. I think it's really cute. I saw someone the other day, or a tweet the other day about this couple that, like, had a full Final Fantasy XIV wedding, and it was really cute the way they had, like, designed it, and, like, they had, like, cardboard cutouts of their characters and wedding outfits, and I was like, this is really cute. I assume that's, like, must be how they met or something. Looking for Mariel, you say? If you're hoping to lure her back to Ul'dah, you may as well give up now. The girl's done with city life. I wasn't. I need to question her about what's happened to the Sultana. But thank you. Alright, have fun. Enjoy your dinner. Thanks for coming. It was good to see you. Now that we're not playing Boat's game, we haven't talked much and I miss you, so... It was good to see you and talk a little bit. Enjoy your Trader Joe's soup dumplings. This is clearly supposed to be pronounced Danielle, but I love that it's Danielle. We should play Fortnite together. I will learn how to play Fortnite. Mariel? Aye, she's here. Left the city for good, she says. Barely leaves her house, though. Oh, it's the one closest to the market entrance. Hell yeah, thanks for the information, my man. Bye! Closest to the market entrance, which I assume is that, so... To this one? Nailed it! Oh, squad rolling up to yell at some people. I like we're not saying anything, we're just standing behind her.
You are Mariel, the Sultana's former lady in waiting?
I know no one of that name. Pray excuse me.
Girl, come on. Whoa!
General
General Alden.
Girl, you're in trouble.
We will have the truth from you, girl.
Hi, Stan! Hi, people coming from Stan's stream. I see you figured out raiding. Thanks for the raid. Thanks for coming. Oh, thanks for the follow, too, the panda. We're about to yell at some folks. We are in a cutscene, and we are yelling at folks.
Lonorito.
And maybe we're about to get arrested.
Fast.
As you know, Teleji Adeleji's Cartono reclamation bill was no more than a facade. A means to get his grubby little hands on that Allagan monstrosity Omega. When he learned of Nanamo's intention to abdicate, however, he was forced to amend his plans. Suddenly, assassination seemed the most promising way to further his ambitions.
A lot of political drama happening right now.
I am told Teleji had discovered a maid in whose veins ran the blood of House Thorn. A new, more pliable puppet to sit the throne. 'Twould have caused an uproar, of course, but few could have contested her claim.
Yeah, good time for a raid. We're really in some shit right now.
Teleji's wild machinations had outgrown.
You got locked out of your
account. So I decided to usurp his scheme and left the fool to seal his own demise.
And what of Nanamo?
Oh,
thanks, babe.
I have no desire to harm her grace. 'Twould profit me little to destabilize our government. Thus did I employ young Mariel here to administer a potent sleeping potion in place of a poison. You should know, General, that your dear friend Ilberd was fully aware
We're
of
bad
my
at Ilberd
plan.
right now.
I had him lie about the assassination as a means to prime your rage against Teleji. We weren't entirely sure how you would react, but things went rather better than expected.
Yeah, he lost his arm and, like, killed some folks, so that went really cool for everybody involved.
You conniving little worm. You had your claws in the Crystal Braves before their first recruit had sworn to serve!
But of course, when a new game begins, 'tis only prudent to have a piece on the board.
Fuck you,
Ilberd
Lolorito.
was mine.
I mean, I think a great time to raid if you want to see some drama.
Of the Braves' initial endowment was also mine. With such large sums moving about, 'twas a rather trifling matter to disguise my own contribution.
He sucks so bad.
Ah, Ilberd.
I'm gonna start kicking ass in this room.
Services with a promise to support his cause once my authority had been solidified. I swear, the man thinks of naught but prizing Alamigo from the grasp of the Empire.
Yeah, I wonder why that is.
Unlike you, General, the poor fellow seems quite unable to forsake the land of his forefathers. Mayhap that's why he called you a traitor to your people and a disgrace to your homeland, amongst other things. What was it he always compared you to? Oh, yes, an overgrown lapdog begging for scraps at the Sultana's table. Oh, how we laughed.
Oh my god.
Alas, Ilberd's entertaining little outbursts eventually gave way to wearisome tirades, and the zealous brute became rather unruly. I had no wish to see you executed, you understand, but he would not take no for an answer. Rest assured, his employment with me has long since ended.
Is he fucking dead?
Which brings us neatly to the present. What say you, General? both you and the Sultana are alive, we have one corpse and one fugitive. And preparations have been made to restore your good
Hey,
name.
thanks for the follow.
Shall we cry quits and start again with a blank ledger? Hmm?
The hells we will! Do you honestly expect me to forgive and forget? After all
Hey,
you've
can we be
done?
cool after I freed
You're
you from
guilty
murder
of
and made
high
you lose
treason.
your arm?
Stay your blade, Master Alden. You yourself are not innocent. Or have you forgotten your own crime in executing Teledji Adeledji without trial? Though you acted out of loyalty to the Sultana, such deeds are in violation of both the word and spirit of the law.
Yeah, this all happened at a party, so real exciting event. That's me in the background. With my awful purple neck scarf.
If
I
you
cannot
would,
change that
Lord
part.
Lolorito?
What the fuck is that?
This potion will wake the Sultana from her slumber.
Cool.
Consider it a gesture of conciliation. You will find her grace resting comfortably within her private chambers. Should you doubt my word, I shall willingly accompany you to the palace as your hostage.
This is too easy. I, like, don't trust this at all. Ruban, take it and then just hit him. Just smack him out of here.
I like not your motives, Lolorito. But you saved the Sultana's life, and for that, you have my gratitude.
Rauban Aldin, you are hereby reinstated as General of the Immortal Flames. The citizens of Ul'dah shall once more be united under Nanamo Ul'Namo, and together we shall usher in a new age of prosperity.
I hate these capitalists.
No, it's fine. She's alive, so we can just bring her back and then we'll keep making money and oppressing the poor people in our town. It's fine, we're good.
Screw you guys. You guys suck. I hate this place. She clearly feels really bad about what happened. I don't love it, but... and then the rest of us are like, well... cool. I guess we solved that problem. Time to go deal with other things, I guess. Like, now what? Jesus Christ. There we go. Hey, so what did you think of that whole situation? Jeez Louise. So to catch up, people who just joined us, Final Fantasy XIV, we're playing it. I'm in the Heavensward expansion. I've never played it before, and I don't know, like, anything about it. I think we are, like, approaching the halfway point of Heavensward, roughly. So, like, this other country is being attacked by dragons, but, like, the dragons are right, but also, like, we can't let them kill everybody, so we're trying to figure that out. And then in this other part of the country, like, the Sultana was dead, and now I guess she's not, and they're... Me trying to briefly explain the plot of this game. Oh, there's a lot of plot. Don't worry. Eventually we'll do more action. We're just kind of in a plot-heavy section right now. By the 12, I feared Lord Lolorito's arrival would herald another bloodbath. Little did I suspect that he of all people would gift us the means to rouse the Sultana. And now we get a new belt, so that's cool. Quest complete. And that will actually get me. Shall we also make our way to Ul'dah? I should imagine Bartholomew has been instructed to admit us. Last time I was in Ul'dah, I went to a party where I was accused of murdering the Sultana, and I had to escape through the dungeons, and I watched one by one as my friends split off to try and save my life, and I haven't heard from them since, so I don't, like, super want to go back to Ul'dah, I won't lie. But I guess we'll just teleport our ass there real quick and see what happens. More drama, probably. Oh, fashion. I would like to go to here. Thank you. Eventually in this game, I'll do, like, I'll do the, like, there's the, what the fuck is it called? I always read the gold saucer. I'll, like, once I max out this, I'll do other job quest stuff, but, like, Endwalker is coming out in, like, the, do we have an official end date, or official date for Endwalker yet? I don't think so. I think it's just, like, the fall. It's, like, I gotta catch up by then, so eventually people will be able to tune into these streams. It'll be a little bit more episodic, like, it won't matter. But it's like, I gotta chug as much plot as I possibly can in the next few months. Flame General Ruban mentioned you might be coming. Please, this way if you will. Cutscene. I'm excited to see the Sultana. I was so sad when I thought she was dead. I, like, was in a meeting with her and she, like, collapsed and I was like, oh fuck, is she dead? And the game was like, yeah, she's dead. And I was like, no! Oh my god. Nope, there she is. She's fine. She's in a little robe. I just think she's so cute. I love her so much. And she, like, wanted to abdicate the throne and was like, no, I want Ul'dah to belong to her people. And I'm like, hell yeah! Fuck the royalists. Who knows if that'll happen now, I guess, but I'm glad she's okay. I, like, don't trust anything in this game. Every time I think something happens, they're like, just kidding. Every time I think I can trust somebody, they're like, gotcha. There's so many twists and turns, I can never see any of it coming. Love this camera angle that prevents me from seeing him pouring it into her mouth, because that would have been a pain for them to animate. Oh, she's okay. We're good. Hey. Hi. So much has happened since you've been asleep. I
was having the longest dream.
Yeah, it's been days, maybe. Weeks? It's unclear.
It's time to wake up, Your Grace. Another day begins in Thanalan, and the sun blazes bright upon the sands.
Oh, I love them. My babies. My grown adult babies. We're just chilling in this meeting room, like, they'll show up eventually. We'll just hang.
Her Grace is awoken. The palace physician assures me she is none the worse for her slumber.
Yay. What a fucking relief.
I believe Her Grace will soon resume her plans to place the government of Ul'dah into the hands of its citizens. Whatever path she chooses to take, I shall walk it with her.
Love that.
And we shall tread slowly.
Love that.
Lest the nation be unsettled in our way.
Sorry about the brief drop there.
Her Grace's compassion is a shining beacon to us all. But what our city truly thrives upon is competition.
I'll fucking get you, dude.
In the struggle against our rivals that opportunities are seized and fortunes made. And with the Empire on the offensive once more, now would hardly seem the time to turn our system of government upon its head.
Maybe capitalism is good, actually. So,
Are you privy to new intelligence, my lord?
I would hardly call it new. Remind me, what was the name of that enormous Imperial warship which met its end in Mordona? Wait, I have it. The Agrias. Yes, well, 'twould appear that the Garleans have been hard at work on another such vessel.
Okay, cool.
How close are they to completing this ship?
Oh.
Is it
I
operational?
don't really remember the ship they're talking about, so apparently it's a big deal.
Its maiden flight was a success, I hear.
I hate how
I should
smarmy
imagine
he
Emperor
is
Varus
delivering
is
this
eager
info.
to see how it performs in battle. My lords and lady, I move that it is time to repair the damage caused by Telegi Adelegi and prepare our great nation to repel the Empire once more.
Shut up. Shut up. I'm just like... Really? No.
"'Tis well that the Sultana has awoken. The Syndicate yet needs to put its house in order, but 'twould seem the worst of the confusion has passed. Uldar has taken control of its future, and I must do the same."
What? Dude, what kind of shit are you about to drop on me?
"I have decided to disband the Crystal Braves.
Can you do that? They kicked you
Among
out.
the recruits, there were those who supported our Order's goals and convictions with all sincerity. 'Tis my hope that these loyal men and women will choose to remain our allies in the battles to come. As for those who sided with the traitor, Ilberd, they shall be hunted down and held to account for their crimes. It is my earnest hope that they will surrender themselves
aghast.
peaceably when the time comes, though I think it unlikely. Ah, my all-conquering Crystal Braves. The model army meant to pave the way for a single unified grand company of Eorzea. That so high an ideal should be brought so low.
Yeah, I'm sorry, bud.
I need not tell you how deeply the betrayal stung me. Yet I see now that it was mine own naivety and pride which allowed the Braves to fall prey to corruption.
Yeah, it fell apart really fast. But you're also like 16, so I feel like
As
you
ever,
did your best.
It is to your own shining example that I turn for inspiration.
Oh.
Like you, I mean to stand firm in the face of hardship and give mine all for the cause. Let us resume the search for our missing comrades, that we might come together to shine the light of dawn across the realm once more.
Yeah, I would love to see the rest of the Scions, honestly. It's been a hot minute.
The role of Crystal Brave Commander suited me ill, and I shall play it no longer. Henceforth, I shall be no more or less than Alphino, proud member of the Scions.
Hell yeah. Now, the bummer is the Scions are basically just you and me and Tataru at this point. We've lost literally everybody else in the group. We had a whole, you know, collection of dudes. I guess we have Uriage still. But we've lost basically everyone else in that crew, so we have to find them first. Oh. Ooh. Don't get cranky on me now, game. Come on. There we go. I blush to speak thus of mine inner turmoil, but the fact remains. There is no man alive in whom I would rather confide. Were it not for your shining example, I might never have emerged from beneath the pall of my despair. Gimme that belt. Gimme that belt. Fashions. Fashions. Yeah, you can't even see the belt that I'm wearing underneath all this other belt. It's a Final Fantasy game. I've got like 12 belts. And as God intended. When am I gonna get new gloves? Because these gloves do not match my current outfit. This is not my... This ain't it. I'll just say that much. This ain't it.
Still no word from Master Garland. I hope this mana cutter of theirs is nearing completion.
Hi.